Be real quick. I just want to make this quick little assessment that I've come up with. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I don't watch a lot of television at all because a lot of these television shows now are just a swirling agenda or just an agenda as a whole, and I'm not with it at all because when I was a kid, there was no propaganda. And I know that you could say, yo, you was a kid, so you didn't really know. I can tell you for a fact that there was no propaganda the way there is now, because people are on their way out and they're doing everything they can to make sure they don't. Now, I noticed that when they put these black people on television shows, not only are there still token black people on television shows, but black people don't even have their own identities when they're on these television shows. Sometimes my cousin's around, she wants to watch a Nickelodeon show, which I can't stand because Nickelodeon is all about the swirl now. They're just like a kiddie version of Netflix now. I told you there's some show on with some guy named Henry that's a superhero, and he has this black girl that's his best friend, and it's been, I guess, like 4 years since the show's been on. They always hint that these two are going to be together, then they're not together. The black girl on that show talks like she's a white girl. She's a dark-skinned chick with her natural hair, and she talks like she's a white chick. I don't understand why we have these shows where we have to have black women on shows that talk like they're white when they can't just talk normally. And I'm not saying talk normally like you're a hood chick, talk normally like you're a street person. Same thing goes for black men. You don't have to talk hood or street. But just let black people talk the way they talk. I don't understand why we have to have these black people on that talk like people in the show who's the majority of the show who's white. It doesn't make any sense. It's like black people go on the show, but they don't have their own identity. And when they talk, it sounds fake. It sounds forced. And it's just pathetic. It really is. There have been plenty of shows that I've seen where they had a black guy on as the best friend of a white girl. They've never put them together. The black guy has his black girlfriend, but they want to make sure that they put this black girl with this white boy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to talk about the interracial agenda here, even though I just mentioned it. But this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about that sickens me. It really does. We've got shows where we hardly see any black couples at all. We've got shows where we see a lot of black people at each other's throats and being in destructive relationships that don't mean anything, that don't bring anything positive to the table. And we see just a massive influx of shows that have interracial agenda in it. Grownish, which I was going to watch, which I'm not watching now. Mixed-ish, which I'm not going to fucking watch at all. Comic books, cartoons now having the LGBT TQ characters put into them now. I mean, I've seen lesbian and gay characters before when I watched anime as a young person in my teens and when I was in high school. That really bothered me. But the agenda is being way forced now and way pushed, and I don't like it. Especially this transgender thing where people are born a man or born a woman and then they say they could be the other gender, and that we're living in the end times for real, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a time of just pure chaos, pure wickedness, and pure confusion. There's other words I could think of, but I just can't. They can't come to my head right now. It's just everything is just all messed up right now, and this constant push, this continued making black men look feminine and making black women think that these men who are white are their best choice, and putting black men and black women and black children on television shows and having them talk like white people. It's just not. It's not normal. It isn't normal. It just isn't. It's just not. It really isn't. Some people could say that I talk like I'm white, and people have, but I mean, this is my voice. I'm not trying to sound like this. Is just me. But a lot of these people, they're acting and they talk like. I know there's Valley girl black girls out there. I know there's Valley guy black guys, but it's just forced because you see that most times when they do these Disney shows or these Nickelodeon shows with these teenage kids. It's pathetic. We lose our identity and they take our history and pretend it's theirs. They say that stuff that we invented, they invented. It's all over the place, ladies and gentlemen. These are just my thoughts here, but it's just sad when I see shit like this. It really is. And the fact that black people don't understand or get it is ridiculous. Even though I know many of you do, there are still some out there that just don't think this way, and it's sad. And I'm not here to change your mind, like I said in other videos. I'm just simply sharing my opinion and my thoughts on this. But this is just me talking. Let me know what you think about it. If you ever thought about how weird this is as well. And of course, you guys have seen the agenda push more than it's ever been pushed before, because if you're in my age range, like in your 40s or your late 30s, even maybe your mid 20s, you know that this was not the way that things were going before. And don't tell me it's the changing times and shit. No. An agenda is an agenda. Propaganda is propaganda, okay? I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, it's natural, because there's nothing natural about this. That's all there is to it. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section. The next video that I do, I promise you I'll have a background image so you can see something when I'm talking. But when I do the videos at night, early in the morning, I tend not to show you anything because I'm in my man cave. I don't want to disturb my wife. And if I put the light on and use my computer screen, or it's going to wake her up, and I don't want to deal with that. So, so let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you next time. And of course, we already know this is not hate speech, so whoever think it is, you're a dummy. I'll talk to you next time. Hope you're all safe. I love you.